John Wilder, Assistant Teaching Professor of Applied AI and Analytics at Northeastern's Toronto campus. And I'm going to talk about the Taylor Swift Data Hackathon that was led by Professor Yvonne Leung and co-organized by myself. So last year, Taylor Swift traveled around the world for her Eras Tour concert series. And everywhere that tour went, there was massive influxes of people to many sold-out shows. In Toronto, there was going to be 6 shows, and they were all sold out with over 50,000 people at each one. And this hackathon was hoping to predict and determine how people will come into Toronto for the concert, how they'll move around the city on the days of the concert. And to do that, we have to make use of pre-existing data that will teach us how people have in the past moved around Toronto. And this data set came from TELUS, a telecommunications company in Canada. And they had a data set of de-identified cell phone mobility data, which let us look at where people were at certain times of the day and how people moved around, all in an anonymized fashion. And what this let us do is we were able to look at what a normal day looks like, what an average November day would be. And then we looked at days when there were large events, such as the Toronto's Raptors parade for when they won the NBA Finals, or when the last Lady Gaga concert happened in Toronto. And so we had information about where people came from, where they moved around, what sorts of routes they took to get to these events, and then also what people would do when there weren't events. And using that data as sort of a basis, we're able to create machine learning models that can predict what patterns might look like in future data, such as in the future when Taylor Swift was coming for her concerts. And then we can actually look at that data once it happens and compare it and see, are our machine learning models able to learn accurately and make good predictions?